This is an urgent warning for people suffering from gut issues such as bloating, heartburn, stomach pain, chronic constipation, or diarrhea, hemorrhoids, or a leaky gut. Have you ever eaten any canned food? According to recent research from the Center for Environmental Health, an ultra-toxic chemical found in canned food in America is almost certainly to blame for all your gut issues. As you'll see in the shocking video, canned food has led millions of unsuspecting people in the US to be exposed to this highly toxic chemical for decades. Scientists at elite universities like Harvard and Brown universities have proven that this toxic chemical damages the gut muscles, stiffening them, which leads to what they call gut paralysis. This means that food is no longer pushed by the muscles through your digestive tract as it should be. Instead, it gets blocked, building up in the colon until your large intestine could eventually rupture. Unfortunately, it can take years until you realize that something's terribly wrong. That's why scientists call it the silent killer in your pantry. So if you're suffering from bloating, stomach pain, constipation or diarrhea, heartburn, IBS or GERD, please pay close attention. Because in the following minutes, you'll see a controversial, Harvard-backed 10-second gut-releasing ritual has already helped more than 341,760 people just like you to reverse the damage done by this dangerous, highly toxic chemical, allowing them to regain control over their gut and stop the digestive discomfort and pain for good, to once again be able to eat anything without ever worrying about stomach pain, bloating, or poor digestion, to feel confident again and free from being constantly backed up or having to plan the whole day based on the need to be close to a restroom. This 10-second gut-releasing ritual has been used for centuries by a native Filipino community who have drawn the attention of the medical community with their unbelievable gut health. Now, thanks to Harvard scientists, this simple yet highly effective ritual is spreading like wildfire, allowing people who have tried everything to finally fix their painful and embarrassing gut issues and to once again lead normal lives. And now is your opportunity to join them as I'll immediately tell you how to fix your gut issues for good. Hello, my name is Dr. Andrew Anderson. If you're wondering why no matter how healthy you eat and how much water you drink, you still get bloated, experience heartburn, IBS, GERD, or stomach pain, and haven't had a normal poop in what feels like decades, then there's something crucial that you need to know. First of all, it's not your fault. And it has nothing to do with what you eat, how much you exercise, your age, or even genetics. It actually goes much deeper and it's affecting your entire body as we speak. This also explains why you experience weight gain, dizziness, foggy brain, low energy, fatigue, depression, and headaches. In fact, according to a study conducted by the University of Michigan Medical Center, if your digestion is bad, you're most likely infected with a blue-gray mineral that paralyzes your gut muscles. This causes the food you eat to get stuck and accumulated in your colon, leading to chronic constipation, excessive bloating, stomach pain, and cramps, IBS, GERD, and heartburn. That's why I'm going to explain exactly why you should never put your hopes in over-the-counter quick fixes such as prebiotics, probiotics, laxatives, or fiber. These are only temporary solutions that do not address the real problem. In fact, they can make the real problem much worse than it was. And I've seen it in hundreds of my patients who have tried to self-medicate before getting to me. But don't worry, because in the next few minutes, I will show you the 10-second gut-releasing ritual that you can do each morning to quickly and naturally reactivate your gut muscles, recover from the GI tract diseases, cleanse your gut, get rid of bloating and gas, and achieve perfect digestion, all in just 10 seconds a day. What I'm talking about is unlike anything you've ever seen because it addresses the true root cause of all gut problems. More importantly, it's backed by scientific research from renowned universities and institutions such as Harvard University, the American College of Gastroenterology, and the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology. The best part is that you won't have to give up any of your favorite foods, stress yourself with daily fiber intake calculators, or drink gallons of water. So get comfortable, stick with me, and really pay attention because what I'm talking about here is unlike anything you've ever seen or heard before. In the next 5 minutes, you'll find out the quick pantry test you can do at home to find out the real culprit of all your digestive problems. Why fibers, laxatives, and probiotics can actually wreck your chances at normal digestion. The 10-second Filipino ritual that helps you poop no matter how constipated you are. And the little-known sweet plant that when used in a certain way will reactivate and rejuvenate your entire gut, giving you the smoothest digestion in a matter of days. Again, it's absolutely crucial you stick with me until the very end of my story. This information might save your life or the lives of your loved ones. As a doctor for more than 25 years, I've personally seen how debilitating and painful gut problems can be, how they can drag you into a pit of despair and embarrassment and isolate you from your loved ones. So I'm happy you've chosen to find a better solution for all your gut disorders and are watching this short but powerful medical presentation because this will transform your life. Just imagine never worrying about what you eat or having to fear how your stomach reacts to different types of food, scared your next bathroom trip will put you through hell, never feeling bloated, never dealing with acid reflux, never fearing a hemorrhoid flare-up or shooting stomach pain will ruin your vacation, your work days, or make it impossible to be intimate with your spouse. Never having to hold gas in or go through embarrassing moments, seeing how everyone is staring at your bulging belly. Instead, imagine waking up in a good mood, going to the toilet, eliminating everything easily, and feeling light and free. Imagine seeing how the number on the scales keep going down as you release 10 to 15 pounds of stuck poop from your system. Imagine buttoning your pants with ease because your belly is flat and your digestion is working like clockwork. All this while you're still snacking without guilt, feeling energetic and stunning everyone with how good and relaxed you look. Just like the 341,760 people who have already tried this amazing formula. People like James, 57 from Orlando, Florida.
I was always late for work, spending more than an hour in the restroom. But all I was getting was gas and painful hemorrhoids from all that straining. I was so bloated and backed up that my pants didn't even fit me anymore. I felt like a balloon getting ready to burst at any moment. Thank God I found this gut-releasing method. I now feel like I can live my life again.
Emily, 49 from Indianapolis, Indiana.
As a woman, having gut issues really affected my self-esteem. I suffered from bloating, constant gas. Sometimes even just a little sip of water would make me burp. I was disgusted. And I started making up excuses to avoid even having to see friends that got that bad. I was ashamed. And, frankly, I didn't want them to see me like this, to judge me. But thanks to this gut-releasing method, I feel like a new, confident woman again. And guess what? I dropped 16 pounds and can even fit into my sexy clothes again.
Mark, 66 from Fayetteville, Arkansas.
I relied on laxatives to be able to empty my bowels. The side effects were horrible, and I was aware that overusing them could permanently damage my digestive system. But it was the only way I could poop. I knew I could not live like that. That's when my wife saw your video and told me about your method. I'm so happy I gave it a try. I can't describe how good it feels to be able to go to the bathroom every morning, poop easily with no pain whatsoever, and be done with it in under 3 minutes. It really saved my life.
Pretty incredible, right? You too can experience these amazing results starting today. As I said, my name is Dr. Andrew Anderson. I'm a board certified gastroenterologist in Los Angeles. I've been working with top international universities such as the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, the University of Pennsylvania, and the Medical School at University College London on dozens of research papers to understand the root of gut issues and fight them more effectively. In my 25 years of experience, my research and protocols have relieved over 250,000 people suffering from various gut issues. I can confidently say that I had seen it all and tried it all until I discovered this 10-second gut releasing ritual that I will reveal to you in the next few minutes. I've played a part in some of the biggest recent breakthroughs in gut health, and this has helped me to truly make a difference in the lives of my patients. I get frustrated when I see some of my colleagues blindly prescribing the same chemical-filled drugs, high-fiber diets, and the same old inefficient probiotics without a second thought. They just see the symptoms and do not care about how they could really help that patient. Some of them simply believe that these are the best solutions for their patients' problems. While some of them do it for the money, they want you to keep returning to their clinic and empty your pockets. After all, if you're completely healthy, they wouldn't be able to sell you those expensive prescriptions every month. Unfortunately, this is the cruel reality that we live in. And I've seen this practice one too many times. That's why from the moment I became a doctor, I wanted to make a difference. I decided I didn't want to be part of this crooked system filling big pharma's pockets. So I based my practice on a more holistic and natural approach. I worked obsessively to understand how plants, herbs, and organic ingredients work as real solutions for my patients' actual problems. I've helped thousands of people around the world, and I can tell you at the end of the day, I really feel proud of what I'm doing. But it's not always easy. While most treatment plans are straightforward, some cases are more complicated and require a totally new set of skills or tools. I remember a few such difficult cases that changed the way I see gut issues and what really causes them. One of these cases was Marcy, a 45-year-old single mom who was working 2 jobs to be able to raise her 2 boys. By the time Marcy got to my office, she had been constipated for more than 2 weeks and her colon was a few days away from bursting. Her colon was so backed up and her belly was so bloated that when I saw her, I believed she was at least 7 months pregnant. She told me that her stomach pain and the pressure she felt were worse than birth contractions. Besides that, she was extremely tired all the time, experienced nausea, headaches, blurry vision, and had a hard time focusing. At work, colleagues were calling her Farty Marcy. She struggled to hold in gas for hours, which made her stomach hurt and be extremely noisy. And her colleagues would give her weird looks and laugh behind her back. Sometimes the stomach pain was so bad that she had to quickly run into the bathroom so she could curl up into a ball on the floor to stop the pain, even for a few seconds. Let me tell you, Marcy was one of the worst cases I have ever seen. When I asked her why she'd waited so long to see a doctor, she said that she had already seen 3 doctors so far, and they had prescribed her fibers, probiotics, charcoal, laxatives, enemas, and even antibiotics. Now, let me tell you why all the things she tried actually did more harm than good. Let's start with fiber. High fiber diets are not a one-fit-for-all solution. You have to know what fibers to eat and how much. If you eat too much fiber, it will swell up in your stomach and can do more harm than good, causing abdominal cramping and bloating. If you eat fermentable fibers and you have irritable bowel syndrome, these will ferment inside your gut, leading to gas accumulation, increasing the volume of your stool, changing its consistency, and turning your next bathroom break into hell. Researchers think fibers relieve constipation by adding bulk to stool and helping it more faster through the intestines. But if you have impacted stool, which means you've not pooped in more than 3 days, do not take fiber. It will only increase the poop volume and make you more constipated. Plus, even if it helps a little bit, the more you rely on fiber, the lazier your intestinal muscles get in pushing the waste out of your body because something else is doing the job for them. In time, your muscles won't work at all anymore, which means that you have already lost the battle with constipation. Next are probiotics, also called good gut bacteria. While probiotics are undoubtedly good, unfortunately, studies show that 96% of probiotics are being killed in your digestive tract. That's because many of the good bacteria die when they come in contact with stomach acid. Even if the probiotics are the real thing, you first have to ensure the gut is ready, allowing the good bacteria to take hold and grow. But can an unhealthy gut really provide the best environment for the already fragile probiotics? Don't worry, in a few minutes, I'll show you how to quickly and effectively release your bowels the way nature intended, while regenerating the damaged lining of your intestine at the same time. Now let's talk about laxatives and enemas. Laxatives contain a chemical called polyethylene glycol, which is derived from petroleum used in jet fuel. So you're ingesting a toxic chemical that forces your intestines to push out the waste, usually in a violent, painful way. Besides that, what doctors do not tell you is that in the long run, laxatives can irreversibly damage your digestive system and cause the intestines to lose muscle and nerve response. This means that your bowels will never empty on their own, and you will become addicted to laxatives to be able to poop. Also, taking too many laxatives at once or over a long period of time can cause severe cramps and pain, dehydration, and even painful hemorrhoids. When it comes to enemas, things are no better. When performed at home with no medical supervision, enemas can be life-threatening. The FDA issued a warning against the repeated use of store-brand enemas containing sodium phosphate. They're especially dangerous for people over 55 as they can cause bowel perforation, rectum tears, and sepsis, which is a dangerous blood infection caused by equipment that's not sterile. Hearing all the failed treatments Marcy had tried and seeing her dramatic condition, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I could only imagine the pain she was going through and the frustration of not being able to find a solution for all these gut-wrenching problems, even after seeing 3 doctors. But I was determined not to be the 4th doctor to leave her desperate and disappointed. I quickly put her on my usual treatment protocol, and although her gut symptoms improved and she was able to poop, after a few weeks, things were getting worse again. This made me think that there was something else causing all her gut issues. I had to get to the bottom of this, so I started my research. I had to find something, anything, through all the online medical libraries, peer-reviewed research and studies in scientific forums. All I could think was that there had to be something that had gotten into her stomach and caused all this mess. Looking through hundreds of medical studies and research from top gut institutions and universities, I stumbled upon this article. This article drew my attention because all the men in this expedition suffered from chronic gut issues such as agonizing stomach pain, nausea, bloating, alternating constipation, and violent diarrhea, cramping and lethargy, which ultimately led to their demise. These were exactly Marcy's symptoms. Franklin's lost expedition was an Arctic exploration that failed after the ships got stuck in ice. According to the logbooks discovered on the ships, the entire crew of 129 men experienced the same symptoms. Scientists found this very odd and decided to look into it, and what they discovered left them speechless. Studies done on the bodies showed that their stomach muscles were covered in a blue-gray coating, something the researchers had never seen before. When they analyzed a sample of this coating, they made a shocking discovery. All the sailors were intoxicated with lead, a highly toxic heavy metal that wreaks havoc on your digestive system. And all the lead came from their main food source, canned food. Now, the even crazier thing is, a couple of years later, the same researchers found that people with digestive issues like bloating, constipation, or diarrhea had their intestines covered in the same blue coating. They realized this blue coating slowed down the digestion to the point where the intestines barely moved food along. This got me wondering, could Marcy be intoxicated with lead too? I wasn't sure if this was causing all her gut problems, but at least I had something to go off. So I began looking for more articles on lead intoxication. I heard about lead and how dangerous it is for human health, but I also knew that lead had been banned in consumer goods in the US since 1995. So I'm assumed there was no way people could get lead poisoning. As I continued my research, I soon realized how wrong I was. According to studies from Duke University, people born in the 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s were exposed to historically high levels of lead in early childhood. In children, lead enters the bones where it's stored indefinitely. But for people who are now over 55 years old, this lead is released into the body at great rates, particularly in men and women experiencing osteoporosis. The higher the levels of lead released into the body, the faster the bone degrades. Also, besides the stored lead you have in your bones, tons of lead cans storing food are still imported from countries where this regulation does not apply. The FDA estimated that 230 million pounds of imported food packaged in lead soldered cans is still sold in the United States each year. So I continued my research, and I could not believe my eyes when I found study after study that linked lead poisoning to stomach pain, chronic constipation, bloating, chronic fatigue, headaches, diarrhea, nausea, brain fog, symptoms that Marcy was having. All the studies I found clearly confirmed this theory. Lead poisoning is at the root of severe gut problems that last for months or even years. All these studies listed the dangers of lead poisoning and the irreversible damage it can cause to your gut if it's not detected in time. And if you think that you're safe because you've never eaten canned food, let me tell you something. If you were born in the 1950s or 60s or even the 70s, I'm sure you're familiar with these commercials, and you've most likely eaten some of these products. Also, according to recent scientific studies, even snack packaging have been found to contain alarming amounts of lead. Not even kids are safe nowadays. After finding all these disturbing scientific articles, I immediately gave Marcy a call and told her to come back into my office. I gave her an endoscopy, inserting a tiny camera through her throat to look into her stomach. And sure enough, what I saw confirmed my theory once and for all. Her entire gastrointestinal lining was covered in a blue-gray coating. Just look how Marcy's stomach looked compared to how a healthy one does. That's when I asked her if she ate canned food. She told me that as a single mom with 2 jobs, she barely had time to eat anything. As her 2 sons had lunch at school, she did not have to cook lunch. So she usually just grabbed a can of sardines, soup, meat, or pasta, which she would quickly eat, sometimes directly from the can before starting her second job. I couldn't believe that canned food could wreak such havoc on the entire digestive system, and to think that canned food is something that we have been eating since early childhood, unaware of its hidden threat. You see, the chronic gut symptoms are caused by lead poisoning, and you get lead poisoning when you're exposed to low quantities of lead over a long period of time. This gives the lead time to accumulate in your body and slowly but surely damage your gut lining and paralyze your muscles. And according to the Agency for Toxic Substance and Disease Registry, lead can stay in your body for decades, damaging your gut health little by little. As if this was not enough, canned food is not the only source of lead in modern America. Lead is also in the water you drink, cook with, and bathe in. I found this article on the Flint water crisis that describes how on April 25, 2014, the city of Flint, Michigan, changed their municipal water supply source from the Detroit-supplied Lake Huron water to the Flint River. The switch caused water distribution pipes to corrode and leak lead and other contaminants into municipal drinking water. Tens of thousands of Flint residents were exposed to dangerous levels of lead, making them extremely sick and causing 12 people to pass away. Unfortunately, this was not an isolated case. A 2023 EPA report revealed that there are still 9.2 million lead pipes that carry toxic water in the US. Another report shows that between 2018 and 2022, 56% of Americans unknowingly drank water with dangerously high amounts of lead. That's more than 1 in 2 Americans. And replacing these lead-infested pipes will take decades. In Chicago, for example, it would take an estimated 40 years. This is almost half a century. We probably won't get to live to see it done. Here's a map showing the number of lead pipes in each state. If you're still wondering whether your digestive issues are caused by gut paralysis due to lead poisoning, all you have to do is answer these simple questions. Have you ever eaten canned food or packaged snacks? Do you cook with or drink tap water? Have you experienced constipation for more than 3 days? Bloating, stomach pain, nausea, GERD, IBS, or unexplainable weight gain? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, then the chances are very high you too are suffering from gut paralysis due to lead poisoning. Even if you've been lucky enough to have never touched a can of food in your entire life. As you can see, just through cooking with water, you've been intoxicated with lead since early childhood and still are. There's just no escape. But what exactly does lead do in the body, especially the gut? Lead is a very toxic blue-gray heavy metal. Once it is ingested, it attaches to the gut walls, paralyzing the nerves and muscles. This is what scientists call gastroparesis, or gut paralysis. As you can see in these images, this blue-gray toxic coating is suffocating the lining of your gut and muscles, slowly paralyzing them. This means that your intestinal muscles barely move food, which cause it to build up in the intestines, ultimately leading to severe constipation, abdominal pain, severe bloating, and even intestinal blockage and rupture. Sometimes the body tries to fight this paralysis. It activates the quick release mechanism or the blowout mechanism in an attempt to avoid colon explosion. That's when some people experience the other extreme of uncontrollable violent episodes of diarrhea, just like a pressure cooker begins to release a burst of steam when there's too much pressure inside. But don't worry, stay with me, and in the next few minutes, I'll tell you the natural 10-second sweet plant method that will clear this dangerous coating from your gut, reactivating your GI system and put an end to your gut paralysis. Now, the key to solving this problem is to first understand how the digestive system works, and I'll lay it down quickly in words that are easy to understand. Normally, once you swallow your food, it moves through your gastrointestinal or GI tract. The GI tract contains muscles that contract in a wave movement, pushing food in liquid towards your colon. The food gets into the stomach, then into the small intestine and the large intestine. After all the nutrients have been absorbed by the body, the waste is then eliminated through stool. But when these muscles are paralyzed, the food barely moves through the GI tract, ultimately getting stuck in the large intestine as the muscles do not have enough strength to push the waste out of your body. Think of your stomach as a conveyor belt at a grocery store. When you eat, food gets placed on the belt and it moves along smoothly to be processed by your body. If your stomach muscles are paralyzed by lead, the conveyor belt moves very slowly or stops working altogether. This means the food just sits there instead of moving like it's supposed to. Lead poisoning usually goes undetected at first. It starts with mild bloating, occasional indigestion, stomach pain, and constipation from time to time. That's why you might think that it's nothing serious, so you quickly treat these symptoms with laxatives, probiotics, diet changes, or you simply wait for the symptoms to go away on their own. Meanwhile, the gut muscles become stiffer and stiffer, so the symptoms return, but this time it's much worse. The pain lasts for days, so does the constipation, the bloating, and the cramping. This time the treatments you've tried no longer work, and because of all the toxic buildup in your body, you might also experience tiredness, brain fog, headaches, and difficulty concentrating. I cannot stress this enough. If you feel a stabbing pain in your lower abdomen, you might be in danger of a ruptured colon due to the accumulated waste in your intestines. If so, please take action immediately. This was also the case with Marcy. I was feeling relieved to find the root cause of her digestive problems, but I didn't know what I could do about it. I was stuck, and nor did I have time to continue my research because I had to leave for the annual gastroenterology meeting in Manila, Philippines. But let me tell you, this meeting was a real godsend because it was there I met Professor Dr. Ayao. Dr. Ayao is a renowned specialist in gastrointestinal diseases in the Philippines. And in the presentation he gave, he talked about the high levels of heavy metal intoxication in his country, especially the rural areas. People there still use lead-glazed ceramics and locally made cookware made from recycled aluminum mixed with other scrap metals. Normal use of this cookware releases high concentration of lead into food. But as life-threatening as this may sound, tests done on 47,947 people in such areas revealed that they had no problems with their digestion. No stomach pain, no constipation, no bloating. Their guts were in perfect condition. In fact, they were healthier than 80% of people living in the big developed cities. Their secret? After investigating further, Dr. Ayao found a 10-second sweet plant ritual they had been doing since early childhood. After each meal, they drink a traditional tea made of potent Asian plants and herbs. When he analyzed the ingredients in a laboratory, Dr. Ayao discovered that this tea flushes out all the toxins and chemicals from the body, keeping the gut in perfect shape. After the presentation, I immediately introduced myself to Dr. Ayao. I told him about Marcy and how she did not respond to my usual treatment plan. I also showed him my research on lead poisoning and how I thought this tea was what I need to help Marcy too. He told me he was well aware of all the lead problems in America and how it affects the lives of innocent people. He then told me that he had already successfully used the mix of plants and herbs on 476 patients with the same symptoms as Marcy. In a matter of weeks, their digestion was back on track, and they returned to their normal, happy lives. He was actually glad that his discovery could help other people, not just the ones in the Philippines. He agreed to help me, and the next day we met at the laboratory where he gave me a list of all of the ingredients in this gut-releasing tea. He told me how to dry and use every plant, as well as the precise quantities. To my surprise, I was already using 3 of these plants in my treatment protocol, but the rest of them were new to me. He gave me a little bag with the herbs needed for the tea and the instructions on how to prepare it. We agreed to keep in touch and that I'd tell him about my results. Back home, as I read study after study, I understood not only why these plants worked so well, but also why my treatment plan was not effective in such extreme lead intoxication cases. By now, you must be very curious and anxious to find out what this gut reactivating mix of plants contains, and most importantly, how does it work? And why does it work so incredibly well? Here's a short step-by-step explanation of each powerful ingredient and the effects they have on your colon, digestion, and whole body. Step number 1, eliminate all the toxic lead from your system. The first thing that this gut-releasing solution does is to flush out all the lead from the system. The lead cleansing formula is based on 3 very powerful medicinal plants: Rhamania root, Poriococcus root, and Polygala tenuifolia extract. These plants work in perfect synergy to effectively flush out lead from the human body, preventing it from accumulating in the muscles and eliminating the risk of lead poisoning. To be effective, the concoction has to contain exactly 9 parts of Rhamania root, 30 parts of Poriococcus, and 15 parts of Polygala root, and they need to be prepared in a precise manner. This formula is still used by workers who are exposed to dangerous levels of lead every day in Chinese lead smelters. These plants work like an internal shower, flushing out all the toxic lead, but each plant has other amazing benefits. Poriococcus, the sponge. Poriococcus acts like a sponge that soaks up lead molecules, just like when you use a paper towel to absorb spilled juice on the counter. It helps gather the harmful lead from every corner of your stomach, strengthen the intestinal barrier, and heals the damaged gut lining. Rhamania glutinosa root, the sticky trap once the lead is absorbed, the Rhamania root comes into play. The term glutinosa in its name refers to the sticky or glutinous nature of its root. It acts like a sticky lint roller, trapping all the lead particles so they don't scatter around again. Think of it like when you roll tape over crumbs to pick them up easily. Polygala root, the rinse and flush. Finally, polygala root works like a powerful rinse of water that washes all the trapped lead away. It helps your body eliminate all the harmful lead molecules. Just like rinsing your countertop clean after wiping up a mess, there are over 1,000 publications and 28 extensive clinical trials that show its lead flushing benefits. As soon as the lead is eliminated from your GI muscles and digestive system, you'll feel the difference. You'll feel as if a weight has been lifted from your stomach. No more pain and cramps, no more discomfort, no matter what you eat. Just a feeling that your stomach is no longer blocked. Now it's time for the next step. Step 2. Release your muscles from paralysis, restore gut balance, and help the GI tract move smoothly again. It's time to release the intestines from paralysis and reactivate your stomach muscles so food can start moving through your gut again. This step is crucial to avoid a ruptured colon due to all the old waste that keeps accumulating in your intestine. And this job fits like a glove for substantia deserticola, which is also known as the ginseng of the deserts, because it can only be found in the Philippines desert. In a study conducted at the Johns Hopkins Department of Internal Medicine, they found that the active compounds in substantia, also known as phenylethanoid glycosides, have been shown to promote intestinal peristalsis, which is the wave-like muscle contractions that move food through the digestive tract. Enhanced peristalsis reduces the time it takes for food to travel through the intestines. This means that your gut muscles are now flexible, elastic, and strong. But the amazing benefits of substantia do not stop there. Recent studies suggest that this plant positively influences the composition of gut microbiota. As you already know, a balanced gut microbiome is crucial for optimal digestive health, as it aids in nutrient absorption and supports regular bowel movements. The second ingredient for this step is daughter, a tough special agent that kickstarts the optimum gut functioning process. According to the Korean herbal pharmacopoeia, the dried, ripe seeds of daughter are widely consumed in Northeast Asia as a natural, gentle, but highly effective laxative. That's why daughter's difficult job is to unclog your intestines, pushing out all the toxic waste and gas that have been sitting in your colon for weeks and even months. But without the pain, stomach cramps, and discomfort that traditional laxatives cause. There are 150 species of daughter, but only one can survive the acid barrier in your stomach and reach your colon to reactivate and clean it completely. And according to research from the Korea Institute of Oriental Medicine, the only plant that can triple the effects of daughter is wild yam, also known as colic root, because it quickly soothes abdominal and intestinal pain and makes the intestinal muscles even more active throughout the day. Moreover, as daughter clears out the intestines and takes them out of the paralysis state, wild yam jumps in to make this process smoother and faster thanks to its slippery texture. Wild yam covers the dry, raw areas of the intestines with its lubricating mucilage, turning them into a slippery slide. This way, no old waste will be left in your intestines and you will be able to poop every day without pushing or straining. Science shows that wild yam also creates a protective layer that cushions and protects your stomach and intestine walls from the damage effects of the lead. This duo addressed long-term constipation, speeding up the waste traveling through your intestines and ensuring it gets eliminated quickly. With the intestines cleared out and moving properly again, it's time to shift focus to your GI muscles. Being paralyzed by the lead poisoning and barely able to move for such a long time definitely threw them off track. What they need now is a kickstart so they begin functioning at full capacity again and pushing that food into the intestines. That is why another crucial ingredient for this step is Schisandra chinensis. Wild Schisandra berries are rare and difficult to harvest as they grow in remote forests in Korea. The plant thrives in extreme climates and takes years to mature, making high-quality Schisandra extract very expensive. Among its numerous health benefits, Schisandra powers gut bacteria and reduces inflammation in the digestive system, which helps with a leaky gut, bloating, and stomach discomfort. Your weight will drop even more after your intestines have been cleared out and all that clogged waste. has been eliminated. A study from Dongguk University, South Korea, involving 40 obese women found that supplementation with Cassandra chinensis fruit for 30 days led to a great decrease in waist circumference, fat mass, and blood sugar in all participants. Just imagine finally being able to wear your favorite clothes again, admiring yourself in the mirror, and never being ashamed of your bulging belly. As you can see with all these rare and powerful plants from all over Asia, this formula is a revolutionary gut-releasing method. These plants are all you need to eliminate the toxic lead from your system, reestablish your gut flora, and make your digestion work like a Swiss watch. From this point on, every piece of food you eat will get broken down quickly and easily. No fermentation, no gas, no bloating, no constipation, and no diarrhea. But guess what? The benefits do not stop there. Step 3, repair the damage and bulletproof your gut. When Marcy came to my clinic, I noticed that beside her gut issues, she also complained about fatigue, headaches, lack of energy, nausea, dizziness, anxiety, mood swings, and even blurry vision. And she was not my only patient complaining of these symptoms. Unfortunately, these are all side effects of lead poisoning from the stuck waste inside your colon that fills your blood with harmful toxins. In order to repair and rejuvenate the entire organism, the formula contains 4 more key plants. Eucommia omoides. Eucommia plants have become extinct one after another, and only a few of these trees have been preserved in Central Asia. Because it's so rare, Eucommia is also known as the gold plant. Eucommia was traditionally reserved for Chinese royalty and elders and used to address issues associated with poor digestion, from muscle spasms and stomach cramps to gas and bloating. These applications are documented in ancient texts, underscoring the plant's significance in promoting a healthy gut. The next ingredient is Radix acarantis, a rare plant that eliminates stress, helps you sleep deeply every single night, flushes out chemicals and toxins from the body, and boosts energy levels through the day. The third essential ingredient for this step is shanzhuyu, a precious plant in traditional Chinese medicine, where it is used as a stomach cleanser and tonic. It activates the digestive juices needed to help break down and absorb consumed food. And last but not least, the final ingredient for this step is Nidium monieri, one of the most widely used traditional herbal medicines. Its fruit have been used to heal the gut lining, strengthen the gut barrier function, and improve absorption of nutrients for centuries. This plant is a strong antioxidant with anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, which combat bacterial, fungal, and viral infections. Now that I had all the solid research and studies that clearly proved the amazing benefits of these ingredients, I knew that I could give them to Marcy so she could try this revolutionary gut-releasing tea. So I gave her the plants and told her exactly how to prepare the tea and drink it every day. But because I was also curious about the effects of this tea, I decided to try it myself. It might have seemed weird to you, but even though I am a gut doctor, I also experience bloating from time to time. So I wanted to see if this tea worked better than my usual treatment plan. I told Marcy to give me a call every single day and tell me exactly what she felt. In the first days, nothing really happened. She felt a bit less bloated and her stomach did not hurt that much, but that was it. But at the end of the first week, something had clearly changed. She was definitely less bloated and had way fewer stomach cramps. She also managed to go to the restroom, and she was shocked to see the amount of waste coming out of her. The following weeks, it was like one miracle after another. First, no more gas. And she started to poop normally every single morning like clockwork. She felt lighter and more energetic every day. And it wasn't just a feeling, its scales proved it. She dropped about 25 pounds in the first phase of the testing. She could eat anything she wanted without the slightest stomach discomfort. She told me she had not felt this great in years and that I had saved her life. The tears were rolling down her cheeks, but these herbs did wonders on me too. My stomach pain stopped the moment I started taking this tea. One evening, I ate a big cheese lasagna with a glass of beer and had a lava cake for dessert. Let me tell you, no heartburn, no stomach cramps, and no digestive problems whatsoever. I was in the best mood one could be. No more stress, no more anxiety, and my energy was through the roof. Marcy's progress was amazing, and even though I had felt the tea's results on myself, I still wanted to test it on other patients. So I made a list of some of the most difficult cases I had and asked them if they'd be willing to test out this pure organic formula. 35 of them said that they would gladly test it, especially after hearing about the amazing results that Marcy had experienced. They each filled out a daily report form to follow their progress, and I was prepared to wait at least 2 weeks for the initial reports to come back. But what happened next exceeded even my wildest dreams. After only a few days, I started getting call after call after call from everyone claiming their digestion was as good as it could be. They felt completely normal again. They could eat and drink whatever they wanted, and their digestion was still perfect. Even those who dealt with IBS or lactose intolerance for as long as they could remember had begun to enjoy their favorite foods again. The results were astounding. Not a single person reported bloating, stomach troubles, constipation, or diarrhea. Most of them claimed they were losing pound after pound, and their bellies were now flat. Some of them were amazed at how good their skin and hair looked, while others couldn't believe that their fatigue, brain fog, and anxiety were gone. One thing was sure, all of them looked and felt at least 10 years younger. So much so that their friends, family, and colleagues were left dumbfounded every time they saw them. To think all they needed to do was to try this gut-releasing method. I'll read you just a couple of the messages. I thought I would never feel normal again. Even a sip of water would make me bloated. When I heard about gut paralysis, it totally made sense. It really felt like my stomach would move. The list of the foods that I could not eat quickly turned into a full notebook. I still can't believe that the gut-releasing ritual made me feel so good and allowed me to eat whatever I wanted to with no discomfort. And guess what? I'm also down 11 pounds, just like that. Thank you, doctor. Another message said, going to the toilet was my worst nightmare. Sometimes I felt that all the straining and squinting to pass stool would make me pass out. I'm still in awe. After only a few days of trying the gut-releasing formula, my digestion is back on track again. Every morning, as soon as I get out of bed, I go to the bathroom, and in 5 minutes, I'm done. This solution is a godsend. More people should know about it. All of these messages warmed my heart, and all I could think was that I could help so many more people. Every one of them wanted more of my gut-released mix of plants, asking if they could share it with their friends and family. More than ever, it was clear that we had a mission. All the suffering caused by gut paralysis had to end. I needed to make the discovery available to as many people as possible and fast, so that none of them would ever have to suffer the humiliation of feeling rejected or judged because of their uncomfortable gut issues, or have days when they isolate themselves because they feel horrible in their bodies. So I called Dr. Ayala and told him about the amazing results that Marcy and my patients had experienced, and I begged him to help me get this gut-releasing formula into as many hands as possible. To my joy, he agreed to help me, and after discussing it for a few hours, we decided that the easiest way was to turn this tea into an easy-to-swallow capsule. You see, some of the patients I tested the formula on said that as amazing as it might be, making the tea every day was a little time-consuming, and I get them. Carefully checking if all the 11 ingredients had been properly dried, weighing each of them, boiling the water, waiting a different number of minutes for each herb to properly infuse, and then mixing everything together. All in all, we're talking about an hour, and many people simply do not have. That's why putting everything in an easy-to-swallow capsule was the best option. To be able to efficiently make this product and get it into the hands of as many people as possible, we divided our responsibilities. Dr. Ayao used his connections to source these rare ingredients from all over Asia, and I contacted a modern yet discreet manufacturing facility in the USA that could take care of production. This facility is both FDA registered and GMP certified, and it enforces a high level level disinfection policy to keep the plants and herbs 100% pure. We had to wait 6 months for the first batch of this revolutionary gut-releasing formula to be ready. That is why today I couldn't be more thrilled and proud to introduce you to Digestive Start, the only 100% natural blend that addresses the root cause of digestive disorders, gut paralysis caused by lead poisoning. Our formula is a work of art, highly absorbable, pure, and powerful enough to release your gut muscle from the paralysis caused by lead toxicity and give you quick, smooth digestion. Every single capsule is manufactured in the USA in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility under sterile, strict, and precise standards. Digestive Start does not contain any dangerous stimulants or toxins, and it's not habit-forming. The formula is so powerful that it can do what no other OTC treatment or detox out there can. It helps you to quickly flush out all the lead that's been paralyzing your gut muscles for years and restart the digestion process. Everything you eat will be easily digested and the waste will just slide through your intestines so that you can painlessly eliminate it every single day. All this while helping you lose weight, improve your energy, eliminate fatigue and headaches, and keeping you young looking and healthy well into old age, and without you needing to pay a single penny for treatments or interventions that have barely any effect. Just take a single capsule in the morning on an empty stomach with a big glass of water, and that's it. At the same time, this doesn't mean that you'll have to take the supplements for the rest of your life. On the contrary, you just need a couple of bottles or more, depending on how bad your digestion is and how much the lead has damaged your GI muscles. 341,760 people and counting have already rejuvenated their digestive system with this gut-releasing formula. People like Anthony J. from Fort Smith, Arkansas.
My life was hell. I would go for days without pooping, and then all of a sudden I was toilet-ridden with explosive diarrhea. Nothing I had tried worked, and the doctors I went to were just as dumbfounded as I was. Then I saw your video, and gut paralysis and lead intoxication made so much sense. I ordered 3 bottles, and when I saw the amazing results in such a short time, I came back and ordered 6 more. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, you saved me.
Marilyn G. from New Orleans, Louisiana.
I was convinced I was doomed to live in discomfort. But when my bloating got so bad that a woman offered her seat to me, thinking I was pregnant, I felt so humiliated. I knew my bulging belly had to go no matter what. And using your method has given me back my confidence. And I finally got rid of that bloating for good. Thank you so much, Doc.
John P. from Miami, Florida.
I was first diagnosed with GERD and given a treatment. As this did not work, I was then diagnosed with IBS and given another treatment. Then I found out I had a leaky gut. I was convinced that the doctor did this on purpose so that I would have to keep buying those insanely expensive prescription pills. Just when I was about to give up, I stumbled across your video. Seeing all the research studies behind this formula and how it's changed the lives of so many people in my situation convinced me to place an order. And it was the best thing that I could have done. It's as if my gut has been rebooted and it's brand new.
By now, I'm guessing that you're probably ready to try this gut-releasing formula for yourself. And why shouldn't you be? It's the first scientifically backed method that allows you to get rid of the gut paralysis and fix your digestion with no effort. You will feel amazing inside and out. I'm sure you can tell that I take pride in the work that I do. As one of America's leading gut doctors, my reputation is everything. And I would only ever attach my name to a product if I believed in it 100%, or to a product that I myself take every day. Then you're probably wondering how you can get your hands on this breakthrough gut restoring solution. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stuck with this video so far. First, you need to know that we absolutely refuse to cut any corners. With Digestive Start, you're always guaranteed a premium state-of-the-art product that is clinically tested and proven to work. This breakthrough gut-releasing solution contains 11 premium, powerful ingredients sourced from remote, wild areas in Asia. They need to be dried and processed in a very precise way using cutting-edge machinery so they keep their full potency. Then the formula needs to be verified by a third-party laboratory to make sure everything is 100% pure. As a result, it takes about 90 days to produce a new batch of this revolutionary formula. This means we often run out of stock. That's why we only have a limited number of bottles available each month. And when they're gone, you can expect to wait at least a month for the next restock. However, with the supply chains being so frail nowadays, considering everything that's happening in the world, it might even be 120 days until we can restock. But don't worry. I'll show you how you can get your hands on this revolutionary formula today in just a few seconds. The bottom line is, quality like this doesn't come cheap. However, when you compare the price of this gut-restoring formula with the dozens of prescription treatments that do not offer any relief, and given the lack of real solutions for completely clearing your system of all the accumulated lead that wreaks havoc on your gut as we speak. Also, after considering the results our customers have seen without even having to leave their houses, we could easily offer this at a very high price. Think about it. How much would you be willing to invest to finally get rid of constipation, diarrhea, bloating, stomach pain, and digestive discomfort that had been ruining your life for so long? What would you be willing to spend if you were absolutely sure this gut-releasing formula would do wonders for you? $300, $500, $700. I know people like Marcy would pay any of these prices to have their healthy life back. But let me tell you this, from the very beginning, this was about making this revolutionary formula accessible for everyone. That's why we decided to cut the middlemen out. And instead of selling it in stores, make it available only on our website and pass the savings on to you. All we want is to cover the cost of the ingredients and keep this site running for as long as possible. And even though the sum we finally agreed on is $99 a bottle, which barely covers the manufacturing costs, only today you can try this breakthrough gut-releasing formula for as little as $49 a bottle. That's less than $1.50 per day. Why are we doing this? Because both Dr. Ayao and I have seen numerous cases like Marcy, struggling every day, becoming a joke for those around them, not being understood by their families and friends, and simply getting to the point where they hated their lives. And we do not want to see this happening to anyone else. Just because of the government's lack of interest in saving its people and changing the water piping system, or FDA's incapacity to regulate what canned food gets into this country. Also, it's not only the government or the FDA at blame here. I know how invested Big Pharma is in keeping us sick. After all, if everyone was completely healthy, they wouldn't be able to sell us those expensive prescriptions every month. After years of practicing medicine, I know firsthand that the most powerful healing solutions don't come from a prescription chemical-filled bottle. Nature has given us so many powerful healing remedies, naturally growing on God's green earth. But you see, because they are natural, Big Pharma can't patent them and therefore profit from them. And because many of these natural remedies are more effective and much safer than drugs made from synthetic chemicals, these giant corporations will do anything in their power to make sure the public doesn't know about them. Just think about it. How many TV ads have you seen on natural remedies? And how many on synthetic drugs and chemicals? That's why we really want to make a change in this industry and to shift the focus to the people and not the money. And because I'm grateful you've made it this far into the presentation, if you order a 3 or 6 bottle package, we'll not only give you a big discount, but we'll also include additional bonuses. And here's why it's such a good idea to go with the 6 bottle package. While this breakthrough gut-releasing formula starts working right away, the results we've seen in our patients clearly indicate that the longer you use it, the better you will feel and look. Considering that you've been poisoned with lead since childhood and still are being poisoned, and that it has had years to slowly but surely paralyze your gut, it's simply impossible for one bottle to restore all that damage. And whoever promises you results overnight are lying to you. Years or even decades of lead damage can't just be fixed right away. That's why we recommend taking this formula for at least 3 months, just to make sure all the lead has been eliminated from your system. Your gut muscles have been unlocked and start moving again, and your digestion is back on track. And if you're looking for maximum, long-lasting, and outstanding results that will bulletproof your gut from the constant lead entering your body, we recommend using it for at least 6 months. This will make sure that lead poisoning will never give you hell again, and more importantly, that your gut gets stronger, stays clean, and your intestinal muscles move smoothly. Plus, by opting for the 6-month supply, you'll protect yourself from any stock shortages. Since, as you know now, we sell out every month. 6 months will not only rejuvenate your entire digestive system and make it work like clockwork, but it will also help you quickly lose weight, stop headaches, clear brain fog, increase energy, and help you with the anxiety or depression. Our clients who chose the 6-bottle option also told us their bellies got flatter and more toned. You need to know this is your only chance to finally release your gut from paralysis, clear lead poisoning, and wipe out all its nasty effects that took a toll on your body and mental health. With the 6-bottle package, you'll not only save a lot, but you'll always have enough of this gut-releasing breakthrough formula on hand for yourself or anyone you know who's been struggling just like you. If you're still unsure what to choose, here are 3 reasons why the 6-bottle option is your best option. The first reason is the one-time only massive discount. As I already mentioned, 1 bottle would normally cost $99, but with the 6-bottle option, while the promotion is live and stock is available, you'll pay just $49 per bottle. That's nearly $300 in savings. But please keep in mind that the bottles are selling super fast, so this promotion will probably be over by the end of the day. The second reason is that the 6-bottle package comes with free shipping and 2 bonus online guides worth $148, which will get absolutely free. These online guides have been created by Dr. Ayao and I to help you look and feel your best. The first bonus is called Decadent, fat-melting desserts that are both filling and delicious. Inside you'll find delicious fat-melting dessert recipes that you can quickly prepare at home with a few ingredients such as heavenly blueberry dream pie, velvety chocolate-kissed strawberries, gooey raspberry explosion cheesecake, golden apple and elderberry magic crumble, just to name a few of these delicious fat-burning sweets. The second bonus is called All You Can Eat, tips and tricks to stay slim and fit while enjoying your favorite foods. I always give my patients tips and tricks on how they can eat whatever they want while staying slim, and in this book, you can find the best of them. The real reason why you crave sugar and carbs, and the simple trick to eat as much cake as you want without gaining any weight. Think kimchi and sauerkraut are good for your gut? Not compared to this South American fermented superfood that has healthy fat-burning bacteria. 10 proven weight loss tips recommended by celebrity nutritionists. Why adding just a dash of this common spice to your meals can reduce belly fat by up to 72% according to a new study? I can't wait for you to read them. You will gain access to them immediately once you place your order. Now here's the third reason why you should definitely pick the 6-bottle package. Once you start taking Digestive Start, your progress improves exponentially every single day. So it would be a shame to be so close to never having to deal with gut problems ever again, just to notice you're out of this formula. Unfortunately, missing just 1 day might make you lose all this amazing progress, and your constipation, bloating, diarrhea, and digestive discomfort could take control of you again. And you might have to wait months for a new batch of this rare and advanced solution to be available again. And when it finally is, you might realize that the price has doubled. So why risk all of this when today you can get our 6-bottle package at an incredibly generous discount? All you have to do is click on the button below. However, don't worry if you don't feel ready for the 6-bottle option. Even if this is our most popular package, you still have the smaller package options available. So go ahead and make your choice below. If you're skeptical, I totally understand. You've tried a lot of methods, you've spent a lot of money, went through so much pain and nothing worked. I'm so confident that this gut-releasing formula works that I'm going to give you our ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. If trying this breakthrough formula doesn't turn out to be the best decision you've ever made, or if you change your mind for any reason whatsoever, we will promptly issue a full, hassle-free refund. All you need to do is contact our friendly customer support within 60 days of your purchase. Send us all the bottles, including the empty ones, and the packing slip, and we'll refund your investment. The contact information is right on the bottle. And you know what? If you buy our 6-bottle package and your gut problems are fixed even sooner, feel free to send us back the bottles you haven't used, and you'll get your money back for every single one of them. Even though if I were you, I would save them for my friends or family. That's how confident we are that this solution will transform your life. This means you have 2 whole months to decide whether this gut breakthrough is for you or not. Your order today is a one-time payment with no subscription or hidden charges. If you're still thinking about it, I just want to ask you to take a second and imagine what awaits you if you don't choose this gut-releasing breakthrough solution today. You might decide to spend more time looking for various options, spending more money on consultations and prescription drugs, hoping that one of them will finally offer you some relief. Then if, and only if, that treatment does something for you, you have to pray that it will keep working in the long run. Because if your gut problems come back, you'll be devastated. Or maybe you believe that your gut issues are just caused by what you eat, so you keep cutting more and more foods from your diet until you starve yourself. But to your horror, the pain and discomfort will not go away. On the contrary, not eating nutritious and varied foods will only make you more tired and depressed and give you more health issues to struggle with. Thankfully, there's a new path, a simple and enjoyable one, the one I've just shown you. It has been paved by thousands of hours of research and hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of tests. More than 341,760 people have already chosen this path before you and are sending me daily messages of gratitude. Just imagine waking up each morning, going to the restroom and emptying your bowels completely with gentle ease. Imagine feeling confident and being free from bloating and cramping. Imagine eating anything you want without having to figure out where the closest restroom is. Imagine seeing the happiness and joy in your family as they finally see you happy and healthy with no discomfort or pain. Imagine the look on your friends' faces as they see the best version of you, wondering how you've been able to turn your life around in such a short period of time. Your stomach is flatter and you feel sexy and attractive. Your love life is dramatically improved because your digestion isn't getting in the way of your intimate moments anymore. You begin to wear your favorite outfits, you're more social, you eat at your favorite restaurants again, you have more energy, your mood is unshakable, and life just gets better and better. That's the life you deserve, and you can have it all today when you claim your supply of Digestive Start. So risk nothing at all today. Grab Digestive Start right now and get the peace of mind you deserve. Just click below to make your choice. Enter your payment details on our secure order form and place the order now. We'll immediately ship your bottles directly to your home. Don't forget, the 3 and 6 bottle packages come with free shipping, no matter where you live, and also 2 free bonuses. I can't wait for you to experience every single benefit that this breakthrough has to offer. Still watching? Great. I wanted to take a second to answer the most common question I get about Digestive Start. Since we've released this amazing gut-releasing formula, we've received many questions from people just like you who simply need more information before securing a package. The first question is from Tom from Portland, Maine. He asks, how and why does this gut-releasing breakthrough work? Scientists discovered that all gut issues have just one root cause: gastroparesis, or gut paralysis. This means that your gut muscles are paralyzed, so the food you eat barely move through the GI tract, ultimately getting stuck in the large intestine as the muscles do not have enough strength to push the waste out of your body. This causes a myriad of side effects, from chronic constipation, bloating, stomach pain, GERD, and IBS, to weight gain, low energy, anxiety, depression, headaches, and foggy brain. But what causes gut paralysis? Lead poisoning, caused by the toxic metal found in canned food and the water you drink and cook with due to the 9.2 million lead pipes that carry toxic water all around the US. Once inside your body, the lead blocks nerve signaling and muscle activity in the digestive tract and stops the rhythmic contractions needed to move food, paralyzing the gut. Our gut-releasing formula contains 11 extremely potent ingredients supported by multiple clinical studies. It helps you to quickly flush out all the lead that's been paralyzing your gut muscles for years and restart the digestion process. Everything you eat will be easily digested and the waste will just slide through your intestines so that you can painlessly eliminate it every single day. Not only that, but it will also help you lose weight fast, improve your energy, eliminate fatigue and headaches, and keep you young looking and healthy well into old age. So far, more than 341,760 Americans have managed to take control over their digestive issues once and for all. Of course, the only definitive way to know for sure how well it can work for you is to try it today using the special no-risk offer that you can find only on this page. The next question is from Mary from Jackson, Mississippi. She asks, when and how should I take this gut-releasing breakthrough solution? Well, we recommend you take 1 capsule per day in the morning with a glass of water. It's also all you'll have to do to say goodbye to all your digestive issues and feel like yourself again. Jonathan from Edmond, Oklahoma wants to know, what if it doesn't work for me? Can you tell me about the guarantee again? The more results we see, the stronger we believe this gut-releasing breakthrough has the power to completely transform your life and help you address each of the gut issues that have been tormenting you for months or years. It's true, though, that nothing works for 100% of the people who try it, as everyone's body works in its own way. That's why every bottle of this breakthrough gut solution comes with an ironclad 60-day money-back guarantee. If for any reason you aren't fully satisfied with the results, simply send us back all the bottles you have bought in the packing slip for a prompt and full refund. Moving on to Ben from Newcastle, Delaware, who wants to know, how long will this gut-releasing breakthrough solution be available? To be honest, that's hard to say. My goal is to help as many people as possible to fix gut paralysis and obtain smooth, perfect digestion. However, due to the unique nature of our breakthrough, it's uncertain how much longer it will be available. There are big pharmaceutical companies out there that just realized how much money they will lose if this all-natural formula gets into the hands of more and more people. And I'm sure that soon enough, they'll do their best to stop us. In addition, with the current global situation, supply chains are affected and ingredients are harder to come by. This is why it's crucial you get this gut-releasing breakthrough today. And remember, it comes with a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee, which means there's zero risk to you. That's also why you should consider stocking up. And last but not least, Brad from Bristol, Rhode Island, who is ready to choose the package that fits his needs and wants to know, how can I get started? It's very easy. Just click the button below now to go to our secure order checkout page. Enter your information and we'll immediately get to work shipping this breakthrough gut solution right to your doorstep. So all you have to do today is click below. Fill in your payment details on our secure order form and submit your order. I can't wait to hear your success story.